saving. But now,
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes they be like, so how it is they used to save all that money? Good night, good night, good night, people. It's ladies' night. Yes, ladies. We on the inside. So welcome to everyone. The topic is going to be really nice tonight. So we'll get at it. How soon is too soon? So we have Abby on the inside representing the UK and Sonali on the inside as well. And apparently we may have a surprise sometime later tonight with another lady jumping on board to talk about how soon is too soon. So what do you want to start with? So last week we were talking about who should make the first move. So let us say now meet somebody. They find, they look like somebody interesting to be with. How long will it take you to actually let the person know you are interested in them? And do you think it will be too soon? How long? Is it a week? Good night, Kavir. Hi, Tazan. Yeah, how long you think it should take to let the person know that you are interested in them?
I don't know. I don't know. Sonali, you take this one.
It depends on the vibes and energy, though. Really and truly, the stronger the vibes and the energy, I think it'll be soon. Like maybe not a week.
Less than?
You're going for less?
No, not less than. I wouldn't say less than. A little bit more. So
What, a
3
month?
weeks?
2 weeks?
about 2 weeks. Because I had to feel you out. I am a person. I had to feel you out. I had to real feel you out. And I could suppress for a real long time. I could like somebody and just suppress that for a real long time. So I don't feel
how long? But how long will you suppress your feelings?
Well, honestly, it took me 2.5 years to 3 years to tell somebody to be brave enough to say, okay, yeah, I've given them a chance. So
wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
You waited a long
And what was
time.
it? And what was the soonest? And what was the shortest period of time you took to let somebody know that you're actually interested in them?
that same 2.5 years. That was the shortest.
I thought
the first move. That is the thing. I'm the person to have them come to me. So me going to them and making that first move, that 2.5 years. And still they were the ones who made the first move, not me. So
okay.
that was the shortest period.
All right. Abby, what about you?
I don't know. I can't even remember. I would agree with Sonali about it 2-3 weeks, a month-ish. Depends on how thirsty you are. Your throat could be really dry. So
it could be that.
Yeah, it could be either 2 to 3 weeks, give or take.
Okay.
You have that honeymoon period where you're on the phone all day, all night, texting and can have enough. Yeah. That will lead to
So, ladies, so Lion is saying, well, if they hit there, right? So some persons may take, they may take a while to say, okay, yes, I'm actually interested. You need to feel out because they don't want that you jump in and maybe the fire too hot, or let us say the water too cold, you don't want to just jump in there and then be like, oops, that was a bad idea, you know? So sometimes, I mean, people will, they may, wherever it is, either whether it's the club, the gym, some place of gathering, and you see somebody for the first time, of course, we know is the person, how they look is what's going to catch you in the first place, right? Before they even speak. So they catch your eyes. You might say, all right, let me taking this, because there's only ladies here tonight, let me taking this guy a little bit more. And then they wait to hear how they're speaking, what type of conversations they actually like to have. You may not even give out your number. How soon will you give your number to someone? Like somebody that you may seem interested in. How soon will you give that person your number?
It depends.
You know, it has something. It depends.
Yeah, I had a trick, because you know it have sometimes where guys will keep harassing you all through the night just to get your number. I used to have a trick where I used to air it out. I used to give it to them. They would dial it right there and then to make sure it's real.
Right.
And then when they dial me, I save it on asshole or don't answer or, you know, disabled or whatever, not interested. Some stupidness like that. So when they call, I air it out. Yeah, and then they just give up. That's what I do.
Oh. Okay,
Abby.
So Nali, have you ever done that one before? Save a number.
Give number, no. Take number, maybe, yeah. But give number, if I ever have to give number, is a wrong number I given. But I never had the situation of like Abby that is dialing it there and then.
Yes, so they do that. That's why they dial it right there and then, because it's a no.
To make sure. Yeah, and then they want to make sure, okay, are you really giving me the correct number? You know? So for me, you ain't getting my number. I'm just not giving it to you. That as simple as that. No, I'm not looking for any friends. No, what do you want to talk about? I don't have time for that. So no, you will not be getting my number. Right? Well, I actually remember giving somebody my number in a week's time? Yeah, I did. But I didn't call, a week. A week's time, a week. But I didn't take no calls. I did respond to the messages.
You used to see them often then, so knowing that they will be able to ask for it later. Okay.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So I could say in that situation, a week. I've never given up my number that fast. Like I say, that man hot. Yes, a hot man. Yeah, a real hot man. Too much heat. Yeah. So, ladies, how soon is too soon? So we're talking about, letting persons know you're actually interested, right? So some persons may take 2 weeks. They may not want to wait long. They might say, "Here, what we are adults, let's, get to the point. Let's not beat around the bush. We're getting at it one time." That's some persons. That's just their vibe. And of course, it will have some that will wait it out. So now let's talk about the vitamin S. How you go out on your first date. How soon will you want to get your vitamin S from that person? Are you having vitamin S on the same night?
It depends on how parched you are, like I said, how thirsty you are. But I don't know. For me, I think it's going to be a same thing, 2-3 weeks. Get the vibes flowing. Let me see how, we conversate and stuff. So, yeah.
Right. Sonali.
Night.
No, I agree with Abby. Well, Abby said 2-3 weeks. For me, it's like a month first, but only once. Only once on our first date. That first date, that was that same night. That same night.
On the date.
Did
Yes.
on that first date, but for anybody else also, I ain't that patch. Because I really
so
have to
was
see
it a
to me, their intellect is what catches me. So if it is you can't even form a proper sentence throughout a date and all of that is like your demerit point. You get instant demerit points. Your value just drop.
right?
Oh no.
So Sonali did it once first date. Was it a good first? So it was
No,
a good
it was an
first date that it was
excellent
excellent.
first date. It was
Right,
topper
right.
topper.
Hmm. Okay. So
Papa.
Sonali had an experience of a. It wasn't too soon, but how long did you actually? Because sometimes some persons, their first day, they may not have known the person for a long while, and then there are persons who you really, you know them for a long time. So would it have been a situation where, okay, I really trust this person enough, I know the person a good length of time to say, all right, yeah, I could do this on the first date.
How to put it? I knew of the person for a while, but to say like truly get to know them, I didn't. But
Okay.
I actually had that trust. I had that trust for that first date, and I was like, okay, yeah.
All right. Because I mean,
Okay.
like, if
What
I have
about Arthur? How
no
is
clue
it?
about the person,
Nah, I have no clue.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, like
you
it's
know,
like your real first date, your real first time really, let us say some months after you actually meet this person. So you really don't know much. And sometimes we think that in 1 month we could have all this information. And it takes sometimes 2 years, 3 years to like really even get understand half of a person. Because it takes a lifetime to really know, things change over time. So it's like, what do you really know about this person? Um, and like, but I mean, at first night, two, or on the second date, even let us say a month pass. We talk about earlier in one of the shows like STDs. Are we having that conversation? Because sometimes everything seems normal. You have trust. They might say, yeah, I could get in there. How soon is too soon now? Not to have, that coating over the vitamin S, I will say. So, some people just run in, they take it raw, like you're drinking Zabapeak, right? You're taking it raw. How soon is too soon to actually have it raw? How soon is too soon?
If it, if it's only based on that vitamin S, then I don't think it have any soon. But if it's going to be a relationship, then it had to take its time,
Take
in
its
my
time.
exactly.
opinion. Yeah.
So, Lion is saying, so what's the average time span for ladies taking that step?
Honestly, that's months. It
Well,
have some of
in
them I would
Especially
say
with
that
us.
would it have some of them that would just go into it because whatever is their feeling or so forth. But most women, I could say, would take months.
but how
Them,
many
them
months? 3 months? Will it
3 to
take
4
6
months,
months?
maybe three to
Three.
four. Yeah, maybe 3 to 6 months. I would say 3 to 6 months
Okay,
before
you
that
see.
decision of saying, here, what? Let's forego the barrier and go hot dog.
Does it, I
Okay.
mean, does anything last that long these days?
Yes.
You know,
Mm,
3 to 4 months. Would it
honestly,
still be
I don't
hanging
know.
around?
I
Yeah,
wouldn't
I
know.
think it is possible that things can last that long. I mean, so in the first instance, getting that vitamin S first to begin, I don't know if that was what Lion was asking, right? So, first to begin, how long we taking to get a vitamin S? Is it
Oh, wait, hold on.
3 to 6 months?
Wait,
And then after that period, how long is it gonna take to have it raw?
Wait, hold on. You're talking about you're talking about the 3 to 6 months then having sex? Or 3 to 6
like
months
when
only? But
no, 3 to 6 months then having sex. What is the average time you're going to actually get vitamin S? What's the average time you think ladies really take?
Aside from the Steve Harvey 90-day rule, I would say most likely maybe 4 weeks. Maybe 4 weeks.
Which is a month.
Yeah, 3 to 4 weeks.
So 3 to 4 weeks.
3 to 4 weeks.
That's so lying the same. By that time, I have to take matters into my hands. Well, yes. Well, like for me, I am in the minority. We're taking longer than that time. That might take a whole year and a much ever. A year and a half. Or something, because I really need to be able to trust, especially if you didn't know the person before. I mean, you'll need some time to like really trust the person, know, okay, are you really going to get into this? But then I guess it's based on the person's experience too when it comes to, sexual experiences may determine the decisions that they make when they've taken that next step. Right? So, how soon is too soon to tell the man that you love him? How soon is too soon for that?
I don't even know.
That's
first getting to know them. Yeah, getting to know them and then have to have that mindset where, is he really going to hang around? Is this just a phase? He might hang around 6 months to a year. You don't know if he's going to duck out after that. So would you be able to use that L word so loosely?
Or if it's even real to him or so forth.
Yeah. All of that. No, it's how some people like to, some people love to profess their love. So they may want to say, I love you. They may not do it in action, but they just want to say it's like a part of them to let the person know, hey, I love you. And some persons in tutus, they already said it like within 2 months, 3 months, they tell any person, I love you. And then as I be asking, do people even last in relationships that long? So then after you tell me you love me and 6 months pass and let us say to make a year and it just disappear after that. Did you really love me? Right? So that's why how soon is too soon. Right? And when people profess their love, the next step is this proposal of marriage. How long do you think someone should wait? Or how long do you think it will take for someone to know that they actually want to get married to someone or spend the rest of their life with them?
What?
Like I saying and doing is different things. Things get rough. It's peace out.
Boy.
Yes. I've witnessed a person. They were friends for a while. I don't know what happened in the background, but in public, they were best friends, and then best friends turned to engagement, and then getting their own house. Further a bit in their career, then marriage, then kids, and they're going strong.
Okay.
No, but I can understand that because there was a friendship that was built. There was a friendship that was built, so you could kind of expect that, and they knew what level they each were on, and so forth. That one I could understand. That one is easy to explain.
Right.
So they know what they know what they were about. Okay, this is what we're doing, going down that road. Yeah. And it's have some persons, so like I think my parents, they got married after like a year and a half. But that was back then. That was back then.
No, it had one recently over here. I wouldn't say recently. They were an old couple was telling a story. He got married to her in a week. He just saw her and know she's the one.
That's one for me. Let me
Not
know
big
how
formal
long.
wedding,
Let
like
let me know how long. Jean, let us know how soon is too soon. How long will it take for you to get serious with a man out there? Right? You see that weak thing you're talking about, Abby? Then that lady had
yeah.
to be feeling some vibes too. But that week for me, that is too soon. Because unless
Of
it is
course
they
it
had
is.
known that person for a long period somehow, and you all had friendship and whatever, then maybe, and it maybe really you were interested in the person, but you never really put it out there, then maybe. But you see the weak stranger, and you don't know one another, I don't know about that. That song is mad.
I know.
Very mad.
He was jumping. He said he went to this new pub in a new area and he saw this
Mm-hmm.
woman and he fell madly in love. I think for that whole week he's been chasing after her, like she gave in. And when she did give in during that week, he bought ring and everything and proposed right there and then. And they've been together for 30, 40 some years. I
Oh,
mean,
you
I
see,
think
that's what I mean. That was a long time. As in, people would have made those type of move long time, and it maybe could have worked because then they may have had different their morals, their values, their beliefs, so whatever would have led them to that. But I think now somebody getting married within a week's time and lasting that long, it's a miracle. Right?
I
Line is saying
agree.
a roll of the dice. That is a miracle. Like
It's a
little,
miracle.
I mean, yeah, it is
Yeah.
a miracle. Like I don't see myself doing it. Abby, I don't know
No,
about you.
no. I'm too
Ladies, do you
cautious.
do you see do you see yourself a man come propose to you within a week's time? Will you say yes? And what will be the reason for saying yes? Now, just this week, a lady said if a man come in, he had to come with money. Now, this is a mature lady, and this is somebody who is over the age of 60. And she said, yeah, well, when that man come in, when they come in, they have to come with money. And I think it's only if it is it has some woman, if it is a city man have money, and that is all they want to really get somebody who they think will just like really spoil them and take care of everything, they will accept the proposal. Lion say he's not doing that. Lion, we know you're not doing that. We know. We know you're not. We know you're not doing that, right? So there are persons who will. I think that is like a real big risk that they're taking. I mean, you don't know this person. What do you know about them? How they look? How they smell? The sound of their voice? But that's as far as it goes. Like, what are you going to know? Like, really get to know about this person within a week's time? So that's
I don't know. Even though if they come with money, I will still be a bit suspicious because I'll say, what number am I? Because money, you have
Exactly.
options. So even with the
And
money, I would be a bit, I don't know.
no, but
and
it
then on
have
top
some
of it
women
too,
they
with
are very
money,
desperate.
I mean, money could buy a lot of things, but happiness isn't one of them. You know, so they'll just take whatever they could get, money wise, whatever money could buy, they'll take it. But happiness, I don't think anybody in this modern times want happiness. They just want material stuff. That's just what I'm seeing.
But what if the money making them happy? You don't know, and the man really not abusive or anything. They could be happy, Abby.
Only for a while. Them stuff is only for a while. How often you're gonna travel the world? I mean, if you could do it till your heart's content whenever, wherever, how often you gonna be doing it? There will be a time where it won't plead to you anymore. You're just gonna, and then what?
But then the question is, what makes somebody happy? I mean, for some persons, what will make them happy is not the same thing that will make another person happy, right? Or they could just be contented, or they want to get out of a situation. It have young ladies like that. They want to get out of their situation at home. and their way out is getting married to somebody with money. And they just might be fortunate enough that that person is not abusive. The person is, really treating them good, helping them get whatever, and they may actually be happy. So, I mean, I guess it depends on the person's situation. Now, if it is a woman, she making her own money, she feel like, okay, I have it all together, it would not bother her. So that would make her happy. So like in your case, that would make you happy, you know what I mean?
Probably if they have this load of monies and they retire from their job and they want someone to spend it with, probably. But you can't be working 24/7 and shower me with all the gifts and I'd enjoy it by myself. I don't know.
We know it have some women would not mind that. It have women, they are not there for the sex. It have women, they are not there for any attention from the man. Listen, things are changing. Women are changed. It's not like before. Things are changing over time. So even like in my time, it have women, we will still think a certain way. But now, as it is, time passes along, it have some things that they don't care about. All right, so Lion is saying, what's the step for what? With ring on finger there? So what's the time frame for that type of step, ring on finger? I mean, that differs for each person. It all depends.
For some people, it's within just a couple of years of the relationship. For others, it's real years. And like I said, the old guy, within a week, it all depends really and truly. Because not for everybody, it will be around the same time or so.
Not for everyone.
Because you could be in a very good relationship with someone for years. And the moment you decide, okay, to put that ring on that finger, relationship have problems, issue, it busts up, or the person just flat out saying no.
So, what do you think is the reason for that though?
I don't know. I know this Indian couple in Trinidad. They had their kids young. Back in them days, they used to have them young. And they only got married in their 60s. But they lived together all through their life there. And then one day just say, oh, let's get married. In their 60s. And they've been together since teenage. So.
I would say maybe they got married for... I would say they got married for legal reasons. I could maybe see the reason as to why, because if you was living together, you had kids, you're already married in terms of common law, but to make it official and for solidifying certain legal reasons, they got married. Because my parents didn't get married until I was like 6 years old. Yeah, 6 years old. So
that over
and
here,
and they were okay and all right up until they say, okay, here, well, let me tie the knot, make some legal reasons. We're gonna do so by so. So
over here they define that as you were conceived out of wedlock.
That's okay. I still knew who my father and mother was, so I didn't care.
I don't know why they have that as a thing, but yeah, it is a thing.
It's they still have that old law. But say what?
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is that Trevor G saying there? Smexy ladies. Look at Smexy guy. Papa, yo. Good night, Trevor. Hi, Aaliyah. Good night. Yeah, so all the ladies jumping in, how soon is too soon? Whether it's to get the vitamin S, to let the man know, hey, I love you. Yeah, what we need to take the next step, we're moving in together. What do you all think about moving in together with a significant other? How? I mean, some persons, they decide to move in before they actually get married. And to see what it's like living together with that person, to know if, yeah, well, we could really do this for a lifetime, or nah, this is going to be real failure. How soon is too soon to move in with the guy that they consider special.
Oh, gamoy. I don't. Sorry. I don't think they decide that anymore. I just think, after spending either a night into the weekend to the weeks.
Oh, they just
and
say
then,
here, what? You live here now?
I don't know how it has happened, but I did just see that it has happened. First night he spent the night, oops. And then it could come into a weekend. And then in the weekend go come, I'm gonna come straight there after work. And then
okay, that I can understand because I've witnessed that with friends too, and I was like, okay, cool. Y'all do your thing.
He's moved in, close everything.
When I say moving, you see, it have trouble in that. What trouble is having that liar?
No, it has some people comfortable with that, I guess. Some of them were just moving for the weekend. They will just live there over the weekend. Some will be there right through. And then it has some like, nah, you spend the night, you go back where you live, or maybe you stay and you just go back the next day or something. But it have like what Shimika was saying. If it's in the terms of like for us to see if it is we can live together once we get married or something, you all have to sit down and take that step together. If it is first say, okay, we're talking about having that next step. We plan on doing that next step very soon. Okay, let's move in together and see what it will be like. Because see me and come live with me is really and truly two different things.
Definitely.
Honestly and truly.
It's bizarre.
So Trevor put a whole essay here. Happy night to all. Things happen without proper thought most times. Idly, a man comes to your father and mother seeking their daughter to wife. Be going far from that, so it's a long road forward to that.
Do they come to father and tell him?
Yes, I have to get put out first. Oh my gosh.
But true, people still do that. Like, go to the parents or the guardian of the individual, like say the woman, and say, here what? Or should I say ask permission? Because most people, they don't really ask permission. They just say, here what? I love your daughter or I love your son and we plan on getting married or so forth. I've seen it happen. People they go and they tell them. But do men still go and ask permission? Yeah. Do men still do that? Because the last person I ever saw do that was my brother for his wife. That was the last person. And that was years ago. So
I was not gonna say, does it happen often in the black culture? I don't know.
Actually, no, you have to ask in terms of whether it's black, local white, East Indian, Syrian, and all of nah, let me take out the Syrian, because I have Syrian friends who had to, their parents wasn't, they had to ask their parents' permission and all of that. But I was
so Lion say blessings, you say, well, boy, they will run me.
You're not too sure, like you can never say that. You can never say they will run you, because you might never know. You might be thinking that, and next thing they will say, "Here, what? Take she and go. Good luck." So you will never know.
Or he might find someone that he can't breathe without. Have them just one that break your heart to the point where, it does have that one. But that you would go all lengths for. I don't know what time in the life that will happen. It has happened.
So we're talking about how soon is too soon. So Abby, have you ever moved in with a guy? I know you said sometimes they might just come to. It might be one night turn into a weekend, and the weekend turn into a week, without any discussion about it. Yeah, that ever happened to you before?
Me moving in.
You moved in? Or he moved in?
They would move in.
Okay,
Yeah, that
okay.
happened to me before, yeah. Where basically they're always there until, it's like one day, we just stay because you're always here. You will come from work,
Right.
you come here, we chill, you go home at night. After work, you come back here. Sometime you would, depending on if we having a drinking session, you will spend the night and leave to go to work and then come to stay. And yeah.
Okay. So Lion
But
is
me,
asking, how soon is too soon for oral treatment?
Lion,
But what?
disgust.
But wouldn't that come in with sex as well?
Yeah. You mean
Like,
dry,
So
dry,
Abby,
dry, or
like
dry, just so? Just like that? Like, come
I
in, let
think it
me
have
introduce
some.
the sofa and let me get you prepped. Just like that?
you have
Is that
people like that, Abby, who would just like, hey, let me suck a dick or let me suck your cat or something. It have people dry like that, yeah. I think
I
that,
don't
yeah.
know about that. That's not in my
Lion
world.
said was some ladies hold out. I don't know.
Hold out how line in receiving or giving. That is what you need to ask.
Olufemi good night. She said, nah, you have to earn that.
I agree. I agree 100. You ain't gonna get some of these good goods just so you had to earn this. Mm-mm.
So what you will say that is an extra. So I
Yes, of
mean,
course it's an
as I
extra.
say, so like for everybody is different, right? So think about somebody who like really never had sex before. They might be okay, they might feel more comfortable giving oral treatment than actual having vaginal penetration. So in their case, oral might be better for them, right? So they know, okay, I ain't gonna get pregnant, whatever. And it mightn't be something too special in their case, right? But their vaginal penetration will be like, okay, we're gonna have to take her, you have to earn that. So I think it all depends. And then for somebody who would have experience, the oral treatment will actually be a specialty for the person.
Yeah, that
So
extra
I
work.
think it all depends. I think it depends on the person's sexual experiences. So Olufemi is saying that's cherry on the ice cream.
Ah, yeah, that's the cherry on the top.
So Lion is saying, so how long I have to wait? And that means you get none until I get correct. So, I mean, I don't know. I never really checked that out. I didn't expect that question, the Lion. I didn't think about that one. How
I
soon
would
is
say
too soon for
yeah.
oral
I would say
treatment?
yeah because I think if you give out all your tricks and treats in the beginning, then you have nothing left for later on down the road. You know what I mean? So you had a whole and a long time. That's special stuff.
Sonali,
No,
what are your views
true.
on that?
I kind of bet on a balance beam because I would say it depends. It really and truly depends because I would kind of put it in the area of sex, yes, but not right away you will get that oral, honestly and truly. Because you have to know the person, and then on top of it too, you wouldn't want to rush into something like that. With a condom, you're still kind of safe because they ain't musty and cheesy or anything. And honestly and truly, a mouth guard is not that easy to get in Trinidad and Tobago.
Isn't
So
it?
oral is going to be raw. So you wouldn't want to rush into that. So you will have to wait up a little bit. You will have to wait.
Yeah.
So Lion is
And
saying
first and
ladies
foremost,
love
I
it,
just
so
see
they
how you
have to
bathe and wash
wait.
yourself. I think I have to bathe and see how you wash yourself first before rushing into that.
Ladies love it.
And
So
you
they
see
have to
all
wait.
of
How you use the bathroom and how you wipe after. Yeah. If you wipe your dab or you just shake and go.
so Josanna is saying I am hard to get. I know a guy running me down for 16 years. That's a real long time, Josanna. A real long time, boy.
And that man have patience, boy.
You're married, they have children, and he's still running you down there.
He determined.
That is real determination. Real determination. So Lion is saying that the ladies will have to wait as well. No, I think even that too is a part of trust. So as Sonali described, okay, how well, the person really hygienic, keeping themselves clean, washing that area well. Just as for the ladies, as some guys might say, nah, me ain't going through that. I don't know how you washing down there. Right? So I mean that as well.
According to what they say, they don't bow. According to them, they don't bow.
Stop there. Mm-hmm.
So
they don't bow publicly.
So it have. Yeah. So Kimberly, I hope you're ready for the gym session in the morning. Proper hygiene have a lot to do with oral for me. Yes. So that's.
I didn't want to say Rasta. But true, the common thing is Rasta don't bow.
Publicly, I say. Privately, now that's a different question.
Yes, so yes, it really, hygiene is very important. Even some persons, besides the oral, it have the extras inside the bedroom, like in other places. That too, hygiene is very, very important. What shall we say? It's like what?
I'm just like, what the hell?
Yeah, I think I'm too old for this discussion. It's new to me.
No, Abby. You see, that's why Lion earlier was talking about having a mechanic. So when it says you get the grease in all the right places, you understand? We might even see you. We might be calling, so Abby ain't coming on tonight, or we might disappear because the oil is so nice. Right? So, some persons it will take a while because, and then you see when people like in different relationships, trust was lost, they get hurt, different things. Some people might take a little bit longer to get into something. And then it will be a rebound. So the soon is real soon. Right? So I think it's all based on person's experiences that will determine how soon is too soon. It have persons when it is to get older, they're really just ready to settle down, and they might say, "No, I have no time to wait no 5-10 years," and no, they might get into it one time. Right? So it's really, I think it's all based on our experiences and our belief system as well. Because it might have some persons who believe that here, what we shouldn't be together 2 years and then wondering if it is we really want to be serious or not. So some persons wait, some persons may wait a little bit too long, and the person might say, "Oh, I can't wait. You see this time, I can't go through that." So Lion is saying, how soon is too soon to leave?
Why? That's a question.
Oh my gosh. Because as Abby rightfully asked, how long do relationships last now? Like, do anybody last 4 months, 6 months? Some person may come and say, "Well, I will be here forever," and then after 2 months in, the person gone.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's Lion's question: is how soon is too soon to leave?
Unless she
I think in that instance, best if it is if it is a really pick up on some red flags, like the person may be very abusive, or the person the info like real ulterior motives, leaving early is best. Leave as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I will say. Leave as soon as possible if it is to realize here what you're in danger here right now. You're really in danger. Just leave as soon as possible. Don't let anything go further. That's just me. I don't know what you all think. If you realize, this person could be abusive, violent, well control. You realize, you can't trust. You really can't trust them. Like, you just spend a week anyway. But now this person was lying. Yeah, you can leave. What Lion saying about stress and more stress? Stress and more stress. Lion, what stress you talking about? Yeah. So if it is you can't trust the person, you realize that the person could be abusive, I will say leave as soon as possible. Some persons may save the vitamin S, really not helping boost the system, leave. Because it has some people that's all they go for, just that, vitamin S. And then they go their way.
Yeah, I'm not a number.
Just
sorry.
Go. They just go.
Wait. I'm not a number.
So Nadi, what do you say? How soon is too soon to leave?
No, I agree with what you say. Like, if you realize the person is a danger to not only your physical health, but your emotional and mental health too, as soon as possible, because after a while, all those things will affect you in such a negative way. And all that you do, the sooner it will be better.
Yeah, Ryan is asking how soon is too soon to stop having sex. Why will you stop having sex?
80s, 90s, 80s, 90s.
No, take that back, Abby. Take that back.
Olufemi, I understand your question, Lion. That's how soon is too soon to stop having sex? I don't think anybody will say they want to stop, so why is that even a question? Exactly, like, when should you stop? That's not a question.
Physically, you can't do anything anymore.
Take that back, Abby.
Well, I don't know anyone.
May her soul rest in peace, but my grandmother, she defied that.
Really?
She defied that. May her soul rest in peace, but up until all that age,
she was still young and green. No way.
But I love
I think people have this misconception that as they get older, you're not having sex and even feel for it. That's not true. All the elderly, it have a lot of them once they are healthy and strong, right? Here, continue going, taking, giving, wherever. Lion is saying yes, it's proven that couples stop having sex after getting married.
No, Lion. I've been traumatized. I have been traumatized, so no. No, sir. No, sir.
So there are couples who actually, after they get married, it's like, all right, I had a person, we don't need to really, or whatever happens in their life, I don't know what goes on, that some persons, they don't have it as often, or they may stop altogether, like after having children. It have some women, they just stop and they say they're not in the mood, and all these different things. So, but in reality, I would say that's not even a question, like how soon is too soon to stop having sex. I think that shouldn't be a part of the question, it shouldn't be a question, right? It's how people, they are healthy, they are strong, they can be 80, 90, and they can still go. It don't stop them from having that. They are humans, they have feelings, desires. All of them, say that only happens when they're having it outside. Actually, I wouldn't say that. I beg to differ. So like I'm saying, after 3 years, you don't have as much sex as in the beginning. That could be true, right? Because it have some persons, the now setting, so the thing real hot and fresh and everybody wild and frisky. And then some persons just may not have it as often because of whatever happening in their life. But the fire is still there. It's not like it's not there. Mm-hmm. But it just may not be as often as it was in the beginning. Because in the beginning, they're trying to tell them, hey, there's why running with here. So sometimes that is the case. That's the case. Because they want the person to know, hey, I could run heavy I could, the ladies say they want long sessions in some of the lives before, and we talk how they could, you see the, what is it say, they don't want no, what is this? Like in the comment section, 1 minute man or 1 second man or whatever man.
1 minute.
They want to be, they want to be able to go for hours. That's what some ladies say they want. And in the beginning, everybody's showing off. I could go for hours. And then later on, things really get busy. You had the person, so some persons, they ain't really trying to put in all that effort. Yeah.
Or they get damaged during the showing off period. Who knows?
Like I said, they put their best foot first, then it gets less. Right? So, I mean, I think that as well is based on the person's whatever it is happening, whatever happening in their life. Right? Some persons, all of me says, if they get it on the outside, that will be for whatever reason. Right? So everybody have their reasons why they may stop, why it might get less, why it might get more. Because some persons, they may not start off hot and sweaty, and it's only later down then, things might pick up pace. So it all depends. It really all depends. But you see that week, getting married within a week's time, I think that is extremely, I mean, that for me is too soon.
That's a miracle. Yeah. And for it to last that long as well.
For it to last that long, definitely. Definitely. So ladies, tomorrow, the Sweaty Sunday is a gym edition again, right? So it will be gym vibes tomorrow. So Abby will get away. When you come back, I will be calling you again to see if you'll probably come on one morning.
Yeah, I would, but if this stuff had a lesson or go away, then I'll be focused.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, Abby. Right, so ladies, it was nice. It was nice again tonight. How soon is too soon? Right, so everybody, thanks for joining in tonight, sharing how it is you feel about certain, situations. Because, I mean, we may think some things might be too soon, but if it is, let's say, first date, as Sonali said, she had a first date that one time it was excellent, but that means she maybe had known the person for a little while, right? But how soon is too soon to tell the person they put on too much weight?
Nah, like they're asking questions to insult people.
Oh my gosh. So Kimberly is saying sometimes disagreement causes you to hold out with sex. Yeah, disagreements. That's true.
Yeah, you get me vexed. Don't touch me. I agree.
Lion say how soon is too soon? Well, yes. To tell the person they put on too much weight.
But Lion, if you're really interested in this person, why does it matter what size she is? If you like her intellect and whatever, why does it matter?
Abby, truth is, it does matter. I mean, they met you this particular way. It's not like, you get in an accident and, it have certain functions not there. But
due to
I mean, like,
you gain weight due to being relaxed and comfortable.
Actually, no. We will talk about that on a live for us ladies about, how it is, let us say, we talk about improving ourselves, and a lot of time we leave out our health and our physical appearance, like really and truly be like forget about it and say the man had to take me as I am. If he love me, he had to love me just so, right? And we forget that really and truly how we look is the first thing that would have attracted the man. Yes, he may have met us maybe at a certain size, and he may say, no, I really want to spend, a little extra time on the earth with you, and health is important. So we will touch on that. Maybe next month. On our live, we will touch on that. How soon is too soon to get fat in the relationship? Should you even put on weight at all while in the relationship? How much more weight? So we have to touch on that. So now they're like, this is
Don't even qualify
Never
for that
gained
topic.
weight. She never
Yeah.
gained weight.